Bandwidth for all shows on the Aussie Tech Heads network is supplied by Aussie Tech Heads Web Hosting. For a fast, affordable and reliable Australian server with fantastic support, contact Aussie Tech Heads Web Hosting at aussietechheads.com.au. Aussie Tech Heads, Australia's best hosting service.
Tech Heads, how you doing? Episode 445, and the promise tonight is there will be no tanking, like someone we all know. All right, how yous all going? It's great to have you for another week, another episode of Aussie Tech Heads. As I said, episode 445. We are on the 9th, recording 9th of the 7th, 2015. And yes, I'll state the obvious, it's cold. Even on the Goldie, it's cold. Don't know what's going on. All right, we are brought to you each week by athwebhosting.com.au. Go and check them out and sign up for some hosting. Even if you don't want it, sign up anyway. It's cheap.
Sign up anyway. I always do.
Some good blokes, them ones.
Yeah, get 2 accounts. It's that cheap.
All right. Bloody good.
Bloody good, all right.
Sign up or I'll rip your bloody arms off.
Oh, good old Auntie Jack. I remember her. Now, you might also remember Jace. How you doing, Jace?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Now, you've had some exciting news. You started a new job. How's that going?
Started a new job, IT sysadmin dude. They put me in charge of everything.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, Hack City.
Little do they know.
Yeah. And your own office, I believe. How good's that?
Yeah, my own little office there. And going through, sorting out the data center server room because everything's everywhere. Nobody knows anything. So labeling all the racks and finding out what's in which rack and what connects to where. And
I love a good rack, let me tell you.
And they got 7 nice big racks there.
Oh, yes.
Valvoline. Oh, you know what I mean.
Oh, Hooters. All right, let's go and let's say hello to Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Oh, gentlemen, what a day I've had.
Oh, what's been going on with you?
You cut out.
Oh, well,
I thought I was just getting no response.
No
sympathy.
No.
You shot them.
You're not getting any sympathy anyway. But
all right, okay, carry on.
No, we'll find out then. Come on, what have you been doing?
It doesn't matter. It's not that bad. Just being melodramatic. It's been all right.
I signed up to that MyGov the other day.
Who? What?
MyGov.
My.gov.
Yeah,
need that for your new tax.
Yeah, that thing. Well,
the tax thing that everyone's panning. Good one.
Yeah, I signed up. I've already signed up to it because I was accessing the Medicare through it or something.
You probably get a virus now, and you won't be able to cure that with Medicare, let me tell you.
Probably not, no. But I did sign up to that, and I linked the tax office to it.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want. You want all the government agencies knowing everything about you.
Oh, I don't care. If people
That'll
care,
be your Australian card ID number.
Yeah, look, they know everything anyway. I find
not really.
They know a lot. So anyway, the rigmarole I had to go through, because I remember now, after doing it last night, I remember now that I had done it before, and I'd failed at it before, and I thought, I needed I needed a tax notice of assessment. That's why I needed to get into the thing, because you can print them off, which was nice and easy. So, so I thought I've got to log into here. So, you just can't do it. I had to ring them 3 times. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Oh, they're hopeless.
It's so hard.
They're not good. They're hopeless.
Yeah,
don't even get me up. Don't even start me.
So anyway, once you go through the pain of it all, I heard a bark. There she is. Once I go, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Sick of Rex.
All right, now I'll get back to some concentration in a minute. She's not going to leave me alone.
Don't worry about the intruder in your house.
Shut up. Go get him.
Right. Oh, she's not going to be quiet. She'll go in a minute.
I want to come up there and shoot that dog myself.
Oh, get out of here. Get out. Right. I'm going to throw something at her in a minute. Get away. All right. Now, what was I up to?
Never a dull moment on this show.
It's about MyGov.
That's right, yeah. So MyGov. But anyway, so I signed into it. Everything was good. I set up. And I can get tax notice of assessments. So how good's that? Good.
You know you can get that from your accountant.
Yeah, but he was closed when I wanted it last night. So I wanted
he
it
was
there
closed
and then.
last night. How dare he be closed of an evening?
I know exactly what I thought.
What's wrong with these accountants anyway?
Yeah. So
all that money, they should stay open 24/7, right?
Yeah. So
they're bringing in the
got
big
no
bucks.
money, mate. No money looking after you lot.
So yes, he was closed at 9 o'clock last night. Didn't I give him a mouthful over the email? Yeah. Told him to stick that Porsche right up where the sun don't shine, didn't I? He drives around him. Yeah.
And you know what? I think he probably cares a lot about what you said, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
He'll hear about that when he gets back from Hawaii.
Yes. Yeah. I wonder
when he's buying his new Lambo, he'll be thinking of you.
Yes. Hang on.
Glenn.
All right. Let's right, she just had a little smack. That might be enough for her. All right, let's start off with a story from me. How's that? Office 2016. Just a quick
one. Have you downloaded it?
No, have you?
No, I have not. I might just do that now.
Are you going to?
I will, yes.
You don't need any bandwidth while you're doing this show. You might as well use it all up downloading Office.
Oh, look, I've got stacks of bandwidth.
Bandwidth to burn. Now,
yeah, baby.
If you want to help shape the next release of Office, Microsoft are looking for Office enthusiasts. Yes. Are they out there? They must be.
No one is an Office enthusiast. We just use the stuff.
Golly, gee, I sure do love that Office.
Oh, it's only 32-bit. I don't want that.
My word.
What about the macros?
What about Clippy?
Oh, Clippy. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Clippy. All right, so...
I asked a Magic 8-Ball one time what it thought about Office, and it said Outlook not so good. Tomorrow I'm going to ask it about Word.
Oh,
geeky joke.
Love it.
Joke.
Love it. So anyway, they're looking for feedback on the new features and experiences that they're developing. Experiences.
It's crap and bloated. There you go.
Yeah, well, it looks all right. Shut up.
If you're getting like Windows 10 at a bit.
Yeah. Well, Windows 10. I've got a story about that in a minute. So,
and I've got a story about Windows 10 too, but you continue.
I've got no stories, but I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Why don't we just start it now?
Well, we can. Just let me finish this one and we'll get into it. If you are getting excited, and I guess we all are, about
I'm on the edge of my seat.
About trying new software, and you don't mind a bump in the road here and there. I love reading these articles. Download the Office 2016 preview today. And if you want the link, it's in the show notes, aussietechheads.com.au/podcast. All right.
Yeah, mate.
Windows 10. What do you got?
What do you got?
What do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
You know how last week we were speaking briefly, I don't know if it was on the show or after the show, because it went for so long. I can't remember. We were talking about the reservation tag that comes up.
Yeah.
And how
you didn't have it
coming up. Then I did a bit of reading. If you're attached to a domain, which I am, it won't come up. So you've got to detach yourself from the domain, log in as admin on admin local.
Yes.
We all know this. And then it comes up. So sure enough, that's what I did. And I reserved my head off.
Oh, good.
Well, you could have clicked on that link I gave you last time, and it just brought up the website where you could type in your email address and reserve it.
No, I tried that. Didn't
work.
No.
But how does it know if you're on a domain or not?
It just it does.
It's Windows.
It's Windows.
It's Windows, mate.
Yeah, right.
Exist domain, then.
So okay. So did you want to go on with Windows 10, or that was it?
Yeah, go on. What?
No, did you have any more about Windows 10?
No, I just had my little anecdote.
Oh, okay. Well, Windows.
I was going to try and install it this week at my new job because I said I want to try.
All the
I'm going to be doing managing a lot of Windows servers, and they've got all these GUI tools that work on Windows 8 Plus, and our desktops are all Windows 7 Professional. So I was like, okay, so what I'll do is I'll shrink the partition to make it space for another partition. And then I'll dual boot into one or the other. That way I've got both of them just in case there's some archaic app that doesn't run on Windows 10. So I'm like, okay, first you need to do a defrag before you're going to shrink your partition. Because Windows 7 and 10 can shrink their own partition now. You don't have to worry about special software.
Through the disk manager, I believe. Is that right?
Yep. So I'm like, okay, let's do defrag. Okay, how much can I shrink? 200. I was like, hang on, I've got a much bigger hard drive than that. So, and there's like 500 gig free. So I'm like, what's going on here? So I did some research and found, there's unmovable files. First, the pagefile.sys.
Oh, yes.
So I moved that to another drive in the same system. Reboot. Okay, let's try again. Unmovable files found. And this time it was the a database that it keeps for indexing all of the files on your computer.
Oh, yeah.
Is an unmovable file for no apparent reason that I can think of, because it's only an index of your files that you can do a quick search. So, okay, I moved that over to the other drive, reboot again. Then I found some endpoint ESET update files that were unmovable, so I deleted them because you can just delete them and it'll download the next time you connect to the antivirus.
You're earning your money.
Rebooted, okay. Now I can defrag. Yep, okay, there's 500 gig. I can do a resize. Okay, I got 500 gig free on the spare one. Format that. Yep. Okay, let's install Windows 10. Reboot, put the Windows 10. They got to call it the Insider Preview now.
Yes.
It's not the technical preview because they changed the name. And it goes, your hard drive is MBR petitions, not GPT, so you can't install it. Go away.
Really?
Hey.
So you can't install
can't install it on an MBR.
Yeah, right. That's no good.
So I Googled all over the place, what can I do? And it's like, well, the only thing you can do is blow away your whole hard drive and repetition it with GPT, and then you can install both operating systems. Like,
wow.
There goes that idea case. I'm not doing it.
There goes the day. I'm going home and run
So now I've got my main petition, which used to be the whole hard drive, is now down to 200 gigs with not much free space, because I was trying to squeeze that one down as much as possible and never use that petition again and just go into Windows 10 for everything.
Yes.
But the boss is like, I'll just give you another hard drive you can whack in there at some time if you want to try it out. But I just thought, I've got all this 500 gig there that I just could install it in and there'd be plenty of space. But it says, no, we don't support MBR for Windows 10.
So when you were saying before you were renaming everything or naming everything from the mess that was there, did they not have a U before you? Or like what happened?
But people are just like, I know where everything is, so we don't need to record it.
They don't.
You're like, can you go in and switch something on that server? Okay, that server, I know I put it over here.
Right. Yeah,
so I don't have to worry about it. Now he's gone and I'm there, and it's like, okay, I want to go in and just sort everything out and.
You didn't leave you any handover notes, or you just found them on the floor in the server room.
Yes, the latter.
Along with the cables and
along with everything else, I go through and clean up the whole server.
What you call it? The mistagged servers and wires and.
Excellent. It's like if you're a bit mean, you could have done a couple of missed patches on the last day before you went home, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
That'd be pretty mean.
I spent a bit of today wiping off a server, installing CentOS. I tried to put CentOS 7 on it, but it turns out that CentOS 7 doesn't have the drivers for the SCSI drives that I've got in there, so I had to put 6.6 on, so I got that going, and then I set it up to start installing cPanel and WHM before I headed off home.
Oh, yeah. So where do you get the
first time I install those?
Where do you get the cPanel from? Do you have to? Do you have to pay for that?
cPanel website. You get a 15-day trial license.
Oh, yeah.
We only need to set this one up.
Do you know much about cPanel, Warlock, Jason? Do you know much about cPanel?
I've had cPanel for about 15 years.
You're the man.
I've never installed it myself, but my last job that I had before this one, I had WHM.
How do I revert back to X3 template?
Oh, yeah. Did you get Paper Lantern?
You got something crap.
Skin.
Paper Lantern sucks. Everybody hates Paper Lantern.
RV Skin I'm stuck on, and there's no option to go back to X3 or X2 for that matter.
They'll probably have to re-enable it in WHM for you, which you won't get access to.
Yes, Glenn?
No, well, I don't know. I don't think I got access to that either.
Well, you might have to.
I might have to push it up the line then.
I think you'll have to.
So, yeah, that's crazy. So
I spend a not unreasonable amount of money with Mr. Goodman, and I think this should be one way.
Well,
you could do him a favour and do his taxes, right?
Well, see, what happens is user error cannot be rectified. But if you haven't got it done, I'll push it up line.
I tried all week, off and on.
Yeah, I actually wondered the other day.
The C panel, it all works, and every time I see skin change, don't go near with that.
No. So that's the prop, Jace. You reckon you revert to this new skin, but you can't go back? That is a problem.
You should be able to have a selection of themes or skins available from WHM side that you can just enable.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'll have to. Okay, I'll push that one forward. No worries.
Switch it over to Paper Lantern and watch him scratch his eyes out because it's terrible.
No, I want to take over the DNS settings of that site because at the moment Microsoft have got them. Everything still works.
Yeah.
I just can't use a website.
All right, I'll sort that out for you post haste.
Yeah, but everything else works. No complaints.
Good, excellent to hear. All right, now back to our Windows 10. Now, as you can reserve it. I've got no idea why you want to reserve it.
Why you want to?
You get it no matter what.
No, I want to download it on the day. We get it before anyone else, right?
Well, not necessarily.
I already downloaded it.
Not necessarily.
If you join the Insider program right now,
I know I've got that, but I want the one with the least amount of errors.
Yes.
Well, there's two rings. They've got a slow ring and a fast ring. If you join the Insider program now and create a Microsoft account and always log into your computer with that one from now on, you'll always get updates forever, so long as you don't leave the Insider program, which why would you?
I've got the Insider program.
If you pick the fast ring when you install Microsoft 10, you'll get all the latest stuff, even if it's a bit buggy, but it's been tested by several layers before it gets to you. Or you can pick the slow ring, which means it just makes sure that more of the stuff is going to be more stable before you get it.
Yeah, that's what I picked because it asked me that on the setup for my Exchange Online. Software releases, do you want slow ring or fast?
I never got that. Is that what happens when you do reserve?
No,
this if you're going to
install the Insider.
But I've signed up for that, but I never got all that. I don't know who knows what's happened.
You reserved it on your computer, you big...
But anyway. I've got the technical preview because I've installed it.
But where did you get it from?
From that Insider thing. But I had it. I got mine a long time ago. Maybe they've changed.
They might not. Oh, you should be able to change it in the control panel afterwards, they said.
No, I don't care. I'll have a look anyway. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that Microsoft has revealed that July 29th launch of Windows 10 won't apply for many users. It will be a staggered rollout. So Microsoft will roll out the new operating system in phases. Okay? So
it better be staggering it in my direction.
The 5 million members of the Windows Insider program will be first to receive the Windows 10. But then it appears there may be a wait for others. Volume licensing customers will be able to download Windows 10 Enterprise and Windows 10 Education on Volume Licensing Service Center on August 1st. Microsoft said OEM partners would be given a build of Windows 10 soon. That's handy. So they can start imaging new devices.
Better than never, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's not clear yet when vendors will have Windows 10 PCs on sale. But then when you ring Dell, they're saying that they're going to have Windows 10 PCs, July 29, 31.
So I gather everyone's pretty excited about Windows 10.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. That'll be good.
And Eric,
based on what I've seen, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and
can't wait to get rid of Windows 8.
And what makes the difference between 10 and 8 for you, of what you've seen?
I think it's just crisper. It's a better look. It's a nicer look. It's like I don't know what it is, but they've seemed to really polished it up. It's faster.
Yeah,
definitely faster.
Yeah,
you know something cool I found out for tech type people, Glenn?
No. What? Do tell.
It's very exciting that in the command prompt you'll be able to turn on experimental features and use Control-V to paste and Control-C to copy and Control-X to cut.
Wow.
Hasn't ever been there in command prompt till Windows 10.
It was always, you had to do the right click,
highlighting it and then right click and then go copy. I just want to Control-C, Control-V.
I like it.
Paste.
Yeah, I like how they've called it experimental features. Like,
it's been around forever.
Yeah, no. Well, you could do, it was Control-C and V in DOS, wasn't it?
So, but it hasn't been
I was using
it
it back
Windows
in probably Windows 98.
Yeah.
They took it out of command prompt a long time ago and you can't do it anymore.
Why'd they do that?
Windows 10.
Well, Control-C used to be break, didn't it?
Yep. You know, it also works on a Mac. It's just Command C and Command V. Same thing.
Mm. Well, maybe they did. They moved Control C because that was the break command. Maybe they thought maybe there's some dodgy code in some cupboard somewhere that if someone pushes Control C is going to stop what they're doing. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? All right. Let's see what have you got any stories, Jace?
Yeah, cyber espionage gang has been discovered attempting to infiltrate major corporations across the globe over the last 3 years in an effort to steal highly sensitive data for financial gain. InfoSec firm Symantec today published its research into a gang of threat actors as dubbed Morpho, which recently attacked the likes of Apple, Microsoft, Twitter, and Facebook in an effort to access confidential information and intellectual property. The gang should not be confused with security and identity solutions provider Morpho. The hacker group appears to be specifically targeting big business in their technology, internet, commodities, and pharmaceutical sectors. Symantec said it believed the group was financially motivated rather than state-sponsored. And like an average cybercrime attacker, Morpho targets high-level corporate information rather than customer databases or credit card details. A successful attack would allow it to sell the valuable data to the highest bidder. They keep a low profile and maintain good operational security. After successfully compromising a target or an organization, it'll clean up after itself before moving to the next target. Twitter, Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft have all publicly acknowledged previous attacks. According to Symantec, in those attacks, the group compromised a website used by mobile developers and used a Java 0-day to infect the user's device with malware. Morpho gang is using custom malware tools developed internally, which are able to attack both Windows and Apple computers.
Ooh.
Symantec said the group's arsenal appeared to contain at least one 0-day vulnerability relating to Internet Explorer 10. It favours two types of malware, a Mac OS backdoor known as OS X pint-sized and a Windows backdoor.geriblock.
So, a couple of nasty little things. Do you reckon that there'll ever be a totally secure operating system? Like there'll be...
No.
Never.
Everything depends on so many different other things.
Because the NSA in America or the CIA want a backdoor on everything just in case they need it.
As well.
Yep. Yeah.
All the security agencies, I think, tell the software providers you have to give us a backdoor.
Well, see, the American Stock Exchange, everyone thought they were getting hacked this week. And was it United Airlines?
I saw that on Batman.
Did someone just trip over a cable?
Batman, they shut down the stock exchange. Bane did it.
Oh, I haven't seen
Bane.
Batman.
Oh, I love Bane.
Oh, I tried to search for Batman on Presto to watch it. Do you think I could? No.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, go get Netflix.
I think I can't see that there's too many things on Presto. Oh, and it doesn't work on the Apple TV. Oh, can you? Oh, look,
Presto? You're kidding me.
I can go on a rant about this again.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's why there's 10 to 100 times more people on Netflix than anything else.
And another pain in the bum app is that Channel 9 jump in. You can't push that to the Apple TV either.
Oh, you can if you're playing it on a Mac.
Yes, but not on the phone. Well, you'll be only mirroring then, wouldn't you? You can mirror.
But you can mirror. You send it on that sharing app on the Mac. You know, your wife's got it, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on the phone. I'm not going to drag the Mac around. I'm sitting on the lounge. I want to watch The Voice or whatever. So I go jump in, push it up, doesn't go. I got to turn on mirroring, and then hopefully that'll work, and then when that'll stop for the ads to come on, and then it'll miss where it's stopped, so it'll start the ad again.
Jump in is hopeless. As soon as you fast forward it jumps straight back to the ad that you missed. Yeah,
it's just a joke. I can't believe that
it's a bloody shambles.
I can't believe they're advertising people to go and look at it. It's embarrassing and it's a joke. And like me, I have just deleted it from my phone. And so
how's Stan going?
Yeah, well, Stan, he works on Apple TV. He's good. He's good.
Yeah, Netflix works a treat on Apple TV.
Yes.
And
it's got its own app. It's brilliant.
Yes, well, so is Stan on the Apple TV.
Yeah, very true.
But I just like to, sometimes you just push it from the phone. I can't, but anyway, that's why Netflix has got 1 million subscribers, and Presto's got 100,000. Stan's got 50,000.
Stan's got more than Presto, I'm pretty sure.
No, Presto's more. I think Presto was 100,000, and Stan was only about 70.
Well, that might be because Presto are roping in all the Telstra and Foxtel subscribers on their 6-month freebies.
Well, that's how.
Why.
Yeah.
So just wait till the trial period's over. You watch Presto cut in half.
Yeah, well, I did the Presto, the 6 month from the T-Box, on the T-Box trial. So I got 6 months.
Well, there's something that I hope that Australia doesn't cotton on to. Over in Chicago, they put on a cloud tax to make Netflix and other streaming services more expensive, so they're going to tax all the streaming companies.
Why?
To money. Where else did government...
Start again, they did what?
They put a cloud tax on streaming services.
Oh, yeah, they're doing that here.
Netflix
they're doing that here. They're adding GST to Netflix.
They talked about it, yeah.
It hasn't come in yet.
No,
it won't come in before the next election because that'll be a real vote winner.
Oh,
so, yeah. They have to get back all the money that they saved from cutting out the mining tax and the mining petrol tax and the carbon tax.
People aren't going to change their vote because they put GST onto Netflix.
No.
Well, the people that would change their vote are the ones that can't afford Netflix anyway, so we don't care.
It's going to go on. It would have to go on all streaming services. So
no, it is. It's not just on Netflix. It's going to all streaming.
Quick flicks if anybody watches it.
Okay, so in the end, what happens is you pay $15 a month now for Netflix, so you pay $16.50.
Yeah, I think it should be included personally. Like, it's a service. What's the problem?
Well, the funny thing is when Netflix
wear it.
They announce when Netflix goes into an area, they pick out the pricing determined by how much piracy is in that area. So they make it a little bit cheaper if there's a lot of piracy, such as what was happening in Australia. So they make it cheaper. The government goes, no, we want to slice, so we're going to make it more expensive. And then people are going to be like, well...
Piracy goes back up again.
Yep.
Yeah. But regardless...
Thank you, government.
But regardless, look... I don't want things to go up, right? I'm not in that game.
Nobody wants things to go up.
But it's a service.
You're not Lone Ranger in that camp.
But it's the logic is it should attract the GST. My domain names attract the GST.
Yes, because see, if the server is overseas, there is no GST. It's only premises and servers that reside within Australia. So for example, if I do a job for a client in Singapore. And I charge him. I charge him no GST. He doesn't pay any GST because he's overseas.
Yes.
And see, Netflix and all the others, and Google and all these other people, they've got all their servers offshore, so there's no GST. What the government's trying to do is saying, well, your servers are only offshore because you're trying to avoid tax. So you put your servers onshore here and do it properly because you're serving our country.
And get taxed.
Or you can keep it there and we'll tax you anyway.
But the thing with the Netflix,
they're going to change the GST laws to do it, and that's pretty tricky.
Do you want us to be like Greece and go broke? Huh?
Well, let me put.
Is that what you're saying?
Let me put the Netflix argument.
No, I think they've got a few more issues to attack.
Let me
back before we turn to Greece. I don't think the Netflix tax is going to save us.
Let me just put this Netflix thing to you another way, then. Shall I?
Can you?
I'm going to try. Okay.
He's going to convince you one way or the other.
Okay. Now, you go to netflix.com. Okay? Yes. You presume that's in America. No GST. You go to netflix.com/AU. It's specifically designed and geo-locked and whatever to the Australian market. It's an Australian service. It therefore should attract GST.
So you use a VPN?
Yes. I've got a story about VPNs. Shall we do that now?
You don't want to pay tax? Get a VPN.
If you don't want to pay tax, don't buy nothing. That's the easiest.
Yeah, exactly. Stay home. Crawl under your bed.
But then that's the argument. Welcome to Aussie Tax Hour.
Aussie Tax Zone.
But wouldn't that be? Isn't it? Would you rather pay the GST, like I say, a higher GST, or no income or lower income tax? That's the conundrum.
Again?
Would you rather raise the rate of the GST, or would you rather lower the income tax?
Well, it depends on what the GST is on. Because if they put it on school fees, I'm screwed.
You could have your business paying for it.
No, I can't pay school fees from a business. It's illegal for a start.
No, well,
He's not a politician. He can't do illegal things. What are you talking about?
Scholarships. All right. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to Yournet. You ever heard of Yournet?
I have now.
You have now. It's a new Australian ISP opening in August, and they're going to help you, the Australian...
So that's not really new then, yet. Because
it's not. No, but you can register for it. You can register your interest on their site.
It's a bit pricey, don't you think?
Well, depends. Yeah, I suppose. Helping customers, but the good thing about this, good, bad, the indifference about this is that the Yournet is going to help customers avoid the geographic restrictions on overseas video streaming sites because Yournet customers, and that's the name of the company, Yournet, one word.
Yournet.global is the website address.
There's a link in the show notes.
$129.95 a month for ADSL.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's like...
But Yournet customers won't need to run a virtual private network or alter the DNS.
Yeah, because it's run at the DSLAM, but they're going to get in trouble for this. Well, this won't last.
They've been in trouble in New Zealand. They've tried it in New Zealand, where 4 New Zealand ISPs that provided geo-dodging are in trouble. In April, they were in trouble from a collection of Kiwi TV channels and online streaming services. Now, Yournet licenses the same technology that the Kiwis did called global mode. Global mode, yeah.
Yeah, look, they're going to get in trouble with it because the licensing is, there's reasons why they have licensing laws, and some I agree with, some I don't. But, you just can't flout them that obviously. If you really wanted to watch something and not be geo-blocked, you're better off getting, TPGs
Netflix.
unlimited for $59.95 a month and buying Hotspot Shield for $40 a year.
Yeah.
For example.
That's probably cheaper. Look, I don't know. Geo-blocking and unblocking, I think that the internet is a world. It belongs to the world. If you've got a business on the internet and you want to geo-block people out, that's your problem to stop
but they're
it.
not geo-blocking businesses. They're geo-blocking things that have copyright on them.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. But I mean, like, the internet...
And they have those people have got specific license arrangements that if they don't follow them, they get sued, they lose money. So it all falls down. It's like a domino effect. It's not as easy as saying, it's global. Yes, it is global, but what I'm selling has no copyright attached to it. I can sell it anywhere. What you're selling doesn't have copyright anywhere. That's fine. But when you're talking with things like movies, for example, and this is where this is really talking about, it's the movies, these guys pay hundreds of millions of dollars to make movies, and they're entitled to protect them. To get, I wouldn't want to fork out $200 million and then get someone to un-geo-block me and not pay for my, I've just spent $200 million on a movie or $100 million on a movie. I want to get paid. It's a big investment to make.
Well, then they should...
Well, for me, I would be paying, I'd be watching it in the US through my VPN before it came to Australia. I'm still paying for it.
Well, that's right. A lot of people...
They just don't want Australians to see it till 6 months after everybody else.
Well, that's slowly changing. Things like Games of Thrones are released pretty much the same day. So that's slowly changing.
But
Netflix is working on global contracts for all future content that they're going to get as well.
So it is slowly changing. These people here, this will work for a little while. They'll make a reasonable amount of money until they get shut down. And then in 12 months' time or 2 years' time, they're completely redundant and irrelevant because people were getting the same release dates as everybody else.
But they still get 2.5 times the price for the same ADSL that everybody else is giving, so good luck.
Yeah, $130 a month. But, so anyway, the Kiwi broadcasters alleged that the global mode violated local copyright. So this case was settled this month with the ISPs withdrawing the geo-dodging functionality. Now, Yournet founder Raj Buva said that the Australia is a different situation to that encountered by New Zealand. Now, well, he pointed out a piece of text on Malcolm Turnbull's website in the frequently asked questions on Malcolm Turnbull's website. Question: many Australians use a VPN to access Netflix in the US. Is it illegal for me to use a VPN to access Netflix? Answer: the Copyright Act does not make it illegal to use a VPN to access overseas content. While content providers often have in place international commercial arrangements, as that's what you were saying, Eric, to protect copyright in different countries or regions, which can result in geo-blocking, circumventing this is not illegal under the Copyright Act. So there you go.
Yeah, because you're paying for it. If you watch Netflix in the States and you've got a VPN to do it, and you gave an incorrect address or however you did it, you're still paying.
Yes.
Right. So no one's losing money by you paying them $15 a month for your streaming. Right?
That's right.
So that's a bit. It's grey, but it's more towards the I'm not doing anything wrong.
That's right. That's right.
What they're on about is a lot of these geo-block things. Is, for example, I want to watch Hulu.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Hulu's the free-to-air networks in America. It's their platform for people to watch shows after they've aired.
Yep.
Right? So all the TV shows, all the movies on Hulu. Now, if I use a VPN to access Hulu, which a lot of people do, I'm not paying for those shows. And I'm seeing all the American ads and whatnot, and I have no interest in buying anything in those American ads because I'm not there.
Right.
You know, hemorrhoid cream down the road in Beverly Hills. I can't get there. Sorry. Right.
Get Caitlin to drop
And
down
so
there and get it for you.
that's what they're losing out on. They're advertising to people who haven't paid and who will not, and they're not going to make money off me sitting over here in Australia.
Right. I can see your point, but I think that I don't know. They should do something else to work this out themselves. I think the internet should be. If you can do it on the internet, they live on these people want to be on the internet. That's just a problem they've got to put up with.
Well, they're going to put up with it, and they'll get shut down. And if they don't get shut down, they'll be redundant because, like I said, it's getting to the point now that you can watch anything you want pretty much close to the release date. Doctor Who, Games of Thrones, and and slowly but surely people are releasing things exactly on time. Harry Potter, all the movies, everything.
Yeah, and talking. Look, I'm going to use all my stories up at once here, but talking about, because they seem to be flowing, but talking about the price of internet from that mob, Yournet, $130 a month.
Optus, you won't be getting my money.
No, I won't be getting mine either. I'm happy with cable.
Yeah.
Optus launched unlimited broadband for $95 a month.
Really?
Yes, so go and get on that one. Now, both the unlimited home bundle and the home entertainment bundle come with Optus TV, with Fetch, providing Netflix and access to YouTube, premium channels such as ESPN, Disney and E! Entertainment, as well as letting customers record, pause and rewind up to 585 hours of standard definition free-to-air TV for 95 buckaroonies.
Well, there you go, eh?
So that's all right if you got Optus. Don't have Optus. So Optus,
I do. I got Optus cable.
Oh, you got both, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's just in case one fails.
Yeah, mate.
Now,
one for the kids and one for the adults.
One, no, seriously, secretly, one's the VPN. So, yeah.
No, I don't. It's a fail safe.
Yeah. So now you've got Optus. It's not everywhere, is it? You can't get Optus everywhere because I thought for
you can't. No. They only run. Oh, they don't do ADSL anymore, do they? Or is it just cable?
Well,
they do ADSL.
Yeah, I think they do both.
They do.
But I punched my phone number into their site today, just before the show, doing my due diligence, and I couldn't do Optus, any of it. I couldn't do ADSL or cable, which I knew I wouldn't do cable, but I couldn't even do the ADSL. So how's that? How's that going to be?
They don't want you.
They don't. No.
I know your kind.
They do know my kind. That's right. They know their $95 for unlimited would be just smashed. Now, did I tell you also? I talked to Telstra, Eric, about your little 1 terabyte plan that you discovered last week.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only $2 more per month than what the 500 gig plan is.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what the lady was telling me. I hadn't checked that, but that's what the lady was telling me. But when I change homes, which will be soon, I'm going to go and get one of those. I'm going to put the screws on.
Oh, you're going to upgrade?
No, not to the terabyte, but I'm going to put the screws on. I'll say to them, I want to recontract with one of those air modems.
Oh, yeah, right. Good one.
So that's where I'm going. All right, let's see. Did you bring any stories, Eric, or you just?
No, don't be stupid.
you just
He never learns, does he?
Well, I don't know.
I've been flat out. I've been installing my server.
Yeah. Oh, how's that going?
Oh, it's all done now.
Oh, yeah. So you got 2012 R2.
2012, yep, R2.
And no hitches.
No. Oh, no. No, I had my IT guy did it, but
and
doing about C3PO.
Yeah, him too.
And
I was doing some last minute transfers today. That's all. Just
right. And do you notice any difference at all?
It's a lot faster.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Screaming along.
Oh, so what, in the way that it's pushing the files to you and stuff?
Screaming along.
Nice. All right. Well, let's go and get a story from Jace then, if he's got another one.
Microsoft will cut 7,800 jobs, or nearly 7% of its workforce, and write down about $7.6 billion related to its Nokia phone business, the company revealed. Most of the job cuts will be in the phone hardware business, underscoring the company's shift in focus to software and cloud from hardware. About a third of the layoffs will be in Finland, where Microsoft will shut down a product development unit, according to Finland's national broadcaster YLE. There's a second round of job cuts since Satya Nadella took over as chief executive in February 2014. Microsoft said last July it would slash up to 18,000 jobs. Nadella has played up Microsoft's cloud and enterprise software capabilities, but investors have been concerned that the transition to cloud was not offsetting weakening sales of Windows and Office and a bleeding phone business. Not the bleeding phone business.
He's apparently going to increase the price of Azure, I heard, which is crazy, but continue.
Microsoft was widely expected to write off all or part of the $7.2 billion it paid for Nokia's handset unit in 2014, a deal that left the company with a struggling business and only 3% of the smartphone market. The company announced last month that Stephen Elop, the former top boss at Nokia, would leave.
Look, I don't know about those Windows 10 phones. You can pick one of those up new for about $100.
Yep.
Like, are they any good?
And still nobody wants them.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
But maybe with Windows 10.
Wonder why that is.
Maybe Windows 10, when it's supposed to be, the apps will move from desktop, phone, Xbox, tablet, just seamless. Might be good.
Older things.
I wonder if, I haven't been into the Windows store lately, but I wonder if they've got anything.
I don't think anyone's
more.
been into the Windows store lately.
No, they were pretty.
Weren't they going to bring a Windows store to Australia? They got them in the US, opposite all the Apple stores.
Yes, yeah, not a physical store. I was talking more of the App Store. They got no
Yeah,
decent.
we got that, but it wasn't a funny joke if we didn't say it that way.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. There is a Windows store in Sydney, isn't there, opening up?
Yeah, no one knows about it though. No, I think it's already there, isn't it?
Oh, is
the
it?
empty one across the road from the Apple store.
Next to the Samsung Apple store.
Yeah, they're all in a row. All right. Now where are we? Oh, Telstra's going to put $5 billion into their mobile network. That'll make
Telstra. Yeah, good on them.
How's this guy? That's the new dude, Sean Penn. I didn't really.
Sean Penn giving up.
What's his name? It's not Sean Penn. Andy Penn. Sorry. Probably Sean might do a good job as well. Anyway, Andy Penn, he's committed to throwing $5 billion at the mobile network over the next 3 years. Normally,
3 years. Wow.
Yeah, normally they do about 1.5 a year, but he wants to do five big Bs over the, what did I say? 5 years?
3 years.
3 years. Now,
So he's $500 million over what he normally spends. So there you go.
He said Telstra would use the investment to expand its 4G footprint to 2.5 million square kilometres. Telstra typically, spends about $1 billion a year on the network. So that's 2.5 billion square kilometres.
If he shaved his head, he'd look like Dr. Evil.
Let's have a look at him. He might.
$5 billion.
A nice suit he's got on.
Well, we've got that much money to spend. I'm sure he's well suited up.
You know Mark Bouris?
Yes.
He's got a podcast.
Has he?
Yes.
What's it about?
Don't know. I've only listened to the intro.
Well done. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for giving me your insight.
It's all right. But see, I give these little presents away to everyone.
Yeah, it's like Christmas every day.
That's right. You give me a ring and I'll give you a present. Yeah, but it's I don't know. I only came across it about an hour ago, to be honest.
All right, okay.
He's up to episode 14, so I don't look. I linked on it. I tried to get it in iTunes so I could see the list of it. It didn't work because went to the web, went to iTunes.com, and I thought, I'm running out of time and stuff it.
Burris, you haven't linked it properly.
I'll do it later. Yeah, so it opened iTunes.com. I was hoping it would open his podcast in the iTunes web, thing.
Yeah.
But Burris. So, there you go. Yeah, who likes Telstra? Now, here's one. Look, this is actually my last story. That's how no stories there were this week.
It's a bit slow this week, mate.
It was a bit slow, yeah. Not as slow as you, though, but a bit slow.
From the country.
Now, Uber. We all love Uber.
I don't want to hear that word.
Oh, no, you don't.
I escaped from the Uber.
Look,
Uber.
I had a plan to ring you before you left there and ask for a taxi, but I forgot, and yes, but it crossed my mind. I wanted to do it and go. Is Jason there? He promised me a taxi. Now, so you've ridden in Uber, Jace?
No.
Do you want to?
I nearly got one once, but I had my daughter with me, and I thought better of hopping into strangers' cars that are not licensed.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
and Eric hasn't.
I agree.
Eric, you haven't tried it. What
Never done.
about?
And I won't be doing an Uber. I'd prefer to pay the taxi driver.
What about?
Providing he hasn't had certain meals to eat prior.
Cuddy.
What about?
Where would you like to go?
What about? Would you take an Uber if there was no driver at all?
No.
If it was a automatic driverless car,
No.
A Google one?
or or Tesla one. Why wouldn't you do
I'd
that?
take a Tesla one. If
Yeah.
you're going to die, you might as well die in style.
All right.
Nobody hear you.
So Uber, where I'm getting to is Uber will buy all the self-driving cars that Tesla can build in 2020. There you go. Now,
that's crap.
Now,
I think they're going to have to line up behind all the oil-rich sheiks in Saudi Arabia before they get their hands on one.
but he obviously wants to buy en masse, and you would think just to chuck them out as a taxi fleet. So, but anyway, it's the story isn't.
Give me a charge on that. Oh, can you take me around the corner? Yeah, that'll be $4,000, please.
Now,
The problem is most of the laws in most countries say that you have to be sitting behind the wheel with your hands on the wheel and your feet on the pedal just in case. You can't just hop in the back seat to have a couple of drinks with your mates and then suddenly arrive at the pub.
well, that's my vision of what I wanted to get to. Yeah.
Eventually, yes, but at this
That's
stage,
my
the
vision.
laws don't allow for it.
My
'cause
vision
just
is to
in
be
case
a
something screws
driverless
up.
Alco.
Wouldn't that be good? Take me home, Siri.
Country road.
Now,
Oh, Jeeves.
look, the rub to this story is that it's not as clear cut as that. Now, it wasn't actually a direct quote heard with direct ears. It was a this bloke said this. So that's the rub. But if Tesla can produce 500,000 cars by 2020, Uber CEO Travis Kalanick will buy them all for his service, according to venture specialist Steve Jurvetson.
Gee, some lovely names you're rolling out there.
I know.
He should be an analyst. They make up a bunch of shit and get a ton of money for doing nothing as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Tesla.
Microsoft is going to release the Windows 10 self-driving car.
Yeah,
You heard it here
reboot that.
first. Where's my
That's
100
right.
grand?
Yes. Yeah, yes. So there you go. That's going on there. Now, if Jace, we'll go back to Jace. I think we're
Sure.
going to I think we're going to be ad-libbing for some of the show for the last 10 minutes. But what else you got, Jace?
Here's one that's a bit sad for my area, but doesn't affect me so much anymore. Plans for mobile phone services in the Melbourne City Loop have been dealt another major blow, which the project delayed for a second time in 12 months. The former Napthine government announced in 2014 it would deliver full 3G mobile phone services in the tunnel by the end of that year and 4G services by 2015. But in December, the project aimed at bringing the tunnel out of the dark ages was delayed amid fears mobile phone services could interfere with the digital radio system train drivers use to communicate with Metro. They did it in Sydney, no problem. Down here,
Problems.
VicTrack, the government corporation leading the project, said the timeframe would push the first phase out to the second quarter of 2015 and remaining works to the second quarter of 2016. But on Wednesday evening, VicTrack spokesman Jason Murray confirmed the multi-million-dollar project would be put on ice again, saying the project was more complex than first thought. Commuters now being told not to expect the 3G mobile phone coverage in the City Loop until November this year, while 4G service is expected to be up and running no earlier than the second quarter of 2016. The project is now almost a year behind schedule. Mr. Murray said the delays were due to complexities around ensuring the service does not impact the digital radio train system because there had been less access to the underground loop than expected. Since I don't catch the train to work every day, it doesn't matter so much.
Does that mean you travel along on the phone, you go into the tunnel, bang, drops?
Yep, all gone.
You see,
So are you telling me that a politician broke his promise?
Bum, bum, bum.
I am shocked.
That is disgraceful.
Perth's got a better
I tell
idea,
you.
though. Western Australia's Public Transport Authority is pushing ahead with plans to install free public Wi-Fi across the city's trains, buses and ferries, despite having no money to pay for the initiative. Why don't they just do that here? You've got no money, but we're going to do it anyway. Transport Minister Dean Nalder revealed his plans for the Wi-Fi rollout in April, has now directed the PTA to ask ISPs to set up a Wi-Fi network for the use of WA commuters for free. This time there's no WA government-sponsored capital reserve for this project, the agency stated in a request for information. The preference is for the provider vendor to assume all costs for implementing the solution and associated service. PTA does concede later on that a government contribution has not been ruled out entirely. The WA government may be prepared to fund one-off costs for establishing the services with a view that this will result in reduced risk to the vendor and lowering ongoing costs to the PTA. PTA makes a similar caveat for limited operational spend. The agency would use the responses to put together a pitch to the government to proceed with the initiative and secure any extra cash should no fully funded offers be forthcoming. Other state and territory governments have made similar pitches to ISPs for fully funded Wi-Fi networks, with most so far fronting up some of the initial cost of installing the network equipment. That's a good one, isn't it? We want to have free public Wi-Fi on all public transport. You guys give it away free.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Look, I think
What's the incentive to AI-Net?
I'm keen to get this Telstra Air having a go at that.
I'm going to have a go at that.
Air?
Air?
Yeah.
Is that like MacBook Air and iPad Air and Telstra Air?
Air. Now, who was that? Who did that?
You.
No, it was
You did so. Don't lie to me, son. This is water. It's not vodka tonight.
Now I'm going to see if I can get a sound grab here because I used to laugh at when this guy did it, and I know what it is. But I don't know if I'll be that lucky to be able to Google it and do it so fast. Oh yes, I can. Here we go. I'll play it for you.
Yeah.
No, did you hear that?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I
It
didn't.
was brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah.
Now, did you hear through the week someone started the rumour that John Farnham had died? They set up some bogus website.
Oh, he's alive, is he?
Still won't die.
Yeah, he's still going, Eric.
Oh.
Still kicking
Jeff
on.
Goldblum still won't die, even though Richard Wilkins wanted him to, but he just had a baby now. So
That's right. Yes. Now, another tidbit of useless information. March 27th, I don't know why this has come as a story today, or whatever it was, July 9. But anyway, it is. But anyway.
Because we're up-to-date newscasters.
Yeah, but it came out today. It's on news.com, but some little dude's gone through Wikipedia, and March 27th is the day there's been so many, that's the highest rate of births and deaths of notable people on this day.
Okay, go back 9 months. What's happening 9 months from March? Is it June? Okay. Everyone gets married in June.
Do they? I don't know.
A lot of people have the June bride. So 9 months later, baby pops out.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I can't explain the death bit.
No, maybe it's getting cold.
sick to death with all the babies.
Probably.
March.
Use that, mate, yeah. So, there's people... Oh, it's pretty boring, that story, really, isn't it? Pretty boring. But
We had high hopes for you, Glenn.
I did. Well, how about this one to talk about? How about... Oh, women are less likely to use a time travel machine to assassinate Hitler. Oh, how's this heading?
They did that on Doctor Who.
What?
Why would you... This is the heading. Women are less likely to use a time travel machine to assassinate the Hitler. He's not the Hitler. It's just Hitler, isn't
He's
it?
just one of them.
Because...
I thought there was only one.
Yes.
They
But
come in a 6-pack.
the Hitler. So,
I'll have a 6-pack of the Hitlers, please.
Jace, would you go back and kill him?
Sure, why not?
Eric?
Yeah, look, I'd have to plan it very carefully because he had his henchmen around him, so it's pretty hard to get close to him. But yeah. I'd probably give it a shot if I planned it properly.
A red hot shot? You're not worried about the flow-on effects, butterfly effect?
Well, like what? Like his kids wouldn't survive? Oh, that's right, I didn't have any.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if all the people that lived that died.
No, well, the only effect would be that everyone that went to Argentina would probably look around going, what am I doing here? Because, all the Nazis went to Argentina after World War II. You know that, right?
Yeah. No.
Because there's no extradition treaty between Argentina and Europe.
Right.
So if you go to Argentina, everyone's name is, Fernando Huckensmuggle. First name Spanish, last name German.
Right. Now, what else is there? There's someone picking their ear on TV at Wimbledon. That's about it.
Hard-hitting stories tonight, Glenn.
And tonight, on tonight's news, we have an exclusive for you, and Warlock did something.
Here's one. Let me just read this one then. It would be a strange feeling watching a Hollywood actor playing you in a film, Steve Wozniak said. So he didn't like it. He didn't like the new movie. He's seen it and didn't like it.
Rogen.
I haven't. Well, no, it's not out yet, is it?
Well, he's seen it apparently. So what Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak thinks of the Steve Jobs trailer. So he's not happy with the so I guess he's not going to be too happy with the.
Not happy with the trailer, why? Because he looks fat in it.
Probably. All right. Now, what's that? Oh, it's the trailer. Well, we better not play that. We'll get a takedown. Okay, Jace, you got any more stories?
Well, now we're coming across how much that Glenn actually makes from these shows that he puts up on YouTube. The cat's out of the bag. But it must be something like this guy. He quit university to make YouTube videos and work at a hot dog stand. Nice. 4 years later, Swedish video gamer Felix Kjellberg, 25, made a staggering $7.4 million in a year in
How
US
much?
dollars. $7.4 million US dollars.
That's
The extraordinary earnings lodged by his company for 2014 and uncovered by a Swedish news site are a rare insight into how much money is being made in the top tiers of YouTube stardom. But not everyone is happy. YouTube megastar, who goes by the name of PewDiePie, has been forced to defend his massive earnings after the internet unleashed a torrent of abuse, saying he did not deserve his rewards. PewDiePie became the most popular YouTube channel of all time in 2014, surpassing singer Rihanna's channel and garnering more subscribers than One Direction and Taylor Swift. He records himself playing video games and uploads his reactions online and has accumulated more than 4 billion views and 33 million subscribers. The lo-fi videos usually feature profuse swearing, crude jokes, and shout-outs to his bro army fan base as he plays obscure indie video games. However, on Wednesday, he uploaded a video of a different kind titled Let's Talk About Money, addressing the uncomfortable revelations about the $7.4 million he earned last year. YouTube forbids its stars from talking about their earnings publicly, so the lodgings by Kjellberg's company PewDiePie Productions offered a rare insight into how much the biggest stars are making.
Wow.
So in the 6-minute...
I was going to say that $7 million, was that for the year?
Yep.
That's all right, isn't it?
In the 6-minute video, Kjellberg said it was unfair for people to be angry. Whenever it comes out how much I made a certain year, people just get so shocked, he said. They thought I sit on my arse all day and just yell at the screen over here, which is true, but there's so much more to it than that. In 2011, he quit an industrial economics degree at Swedish University to focus on making YouTube videos. He said he funded his early efforts by working in a hot dog stand and never considered it would explode in the way that it did. He said he's donated more than $1 million to charities such as Save the Children and Charity Water, where people only care how much he earns. Seems like the whole world cares about how much money I make than I do myself, he said. I don't think there's any good reason why anyone should care. And on top of that, I don't think there's any good reason why I should care either, so we're just going to end it there. Tech experts said PewDiePie appeals to a demographic of teens and young adults who are very attractive to advertisers. His videos, which have ads at the beginning and throughout, are being watched by almost double the population of Australia. As with many things, a few people at top do exceptionally well, but there's a long tail of people who don't make any money at all. Ian Maud from tech research firm Enders Analysis told the BBC, people have to see something special in you. It doesn't happen for everyone. So we reckon Glenn's probably at least making $1 million a year from his YouTube videos such as this one. What do you reckon?
Oh, easy meal. Easy meal.
Tax office are going to be round to your place soon.
I've got a sound grab.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about...
Yeah. All right. I'll have to make
I didn't hear a thing.
I'll have to make
I'll
sure.
download the podcast and listen.
I'll have to make sure I get the proper one because it will be a funny little sound bite to have when I get me soundboard working. All right. That's about it, I think. Jace, you got any more? Or that's
Sounds
it?
good to me.
That's it? Good. Good.
Pretty schmick.
All right. Don't forget
I'll
the
just wait for my $250,000 check that Glenn will be cutting me later on today.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. I know YouTube, don't you love it, eh?
Got to get our share.
Now, where's Will tonight? His sound card.
Where's Willie?
He's broken his
microphone.
Again.
Will.
That guy seriously is more jinxed than...
What are you doing, Will? Come on. Maybe what he needs is a little stockpile of every component, I think.
He's got like 10 monitors, so can't he have 4 PCs, and when one dies, he just boots the next one up and off he goes
Could
again?
do it like that, yeah.
You've got a Microsoft login. It'll save all your files are saved to the cloud, and your preferences are saved to your Microsoft account. So as soon as you log, bam, there it goes.
You know, I just been thinking, with all these computer problems he has, you know what he really needs? He needs a Mac.
He does.
He needs a hug.
Even Will might have an issue with Macs, I reckon.
You can't open Macs. Well, they're hard.
Oh, that's right. Well, you can, but you'd be stupid too.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget to tune in to the Aussie Tech Radio at aussietechradio.com, where you can find all the answers to how you can get it onto your device. It's got all the shows, us, the Aussie Mac Zone. It's got the two guys talking tech. It's got the tech webcast. It's got a few shows. So aussietechradio.com, facebook.com/Aussie Tech Heads, and there's
Old Fart Geeks.
Yes, Jace, Old Fart Geeks, and the Obsidian Loft, which has morphing into a more generic games podcast. Is that what I hear?
Did you? I'll have to talk to Will about that. He hasn't told me yet.
Really? I thought. Okay, sorry. So it's Minecraft for now.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Thanks for coming in, Eric. We'll
yeah, no problem.
See you soon. Thanks, Chase.
How long did that show go for?
See you around.
At an hour.
Okay. Oh, is that an hour?
Yeah, that's it.
We dribbled a lot, didn't we? Hello, everyone.
Yeah. There wasn't many stories this week. Look, see,
what happens when you get old? You start dribbling.
Yeah, we can only go where the stories take us, and that's it. All right.
And then some.
So until next week. Bye for now. Ta-da.
Bye all.